Hi, I'm Dalton Castle from Q103, and you're about to find out how me and my guest became best friends forever. I'm here with Ray Luzier of Korn.
Mick, right?
That's
Johnny?
Right. Well, for now,
Frank.
Listen, we're working on our friendship. We're gonna get it good.
All right.
All right, we're backstage at the Washington Ave.
Yeah, it's a raging. Look at this backstage. Well, you never know who come walking through. Look, Sebastian. You never know. It's crazy.
Have you been across the garage? I don't know how if you've seen it, but there's a dramatic difference between your locker room and the band that's opening for you, King 810. Theirs is like it's wet.
Yeah.
There's like there's ceiling tiles missing. The doors off the hinges.
We make sure it's in all the riders like that they have to have a very uncomfortable room.
Oh yeah. Whatever you guys have.
They're good dudes. They're good dudes.
They need to be treated like animals, and you guys just a step above.
Yeah. We've been there though. We've all been there. So.
All right. Well. All right. We talked a couple weeks ago, and Korn just released. Was it a live CD?
It's another version of Paradigm Shift. So it's it's called the World Tour Edition. So like we're always getting fans going, you guys play so many shows a year. Why don't you put out something, with more live stuff on it that we can crank in our cars? And so we did that. We had our new single Hater hit the air, and a couple months ago. So we put that on there. We put the song that was supposed to be on the Hercules soundtrack called The Game Is Over. We put that on there. I told you it's crazy back here. And then we put all this all these cool live versions for like Moscow. And we're still getting emails like, hey, I was at that show. And then there's a song from Denver, and there's one from London. And so we just kind of threw in a plethora of different songs and mixed them. We multi-track every night.
Do you see a difference, like going back and listening to it, do you see a difference between a performance from Denver versus Moscow? Perhaps maybe you're a little tight and cold in Moscow. Maybe in Denver you guys are super high.
It's weird. It's like the time change affects everything. We get loopy after the road. Like right now we're at the end of like 2-month run. We're all very loopy and
look at look at his eyes.
Yeah, look at this.
The boy needs sleep.
No sleep, man. Come on.
Poor guy.
No, but we love it. Obviously, that's why we're here, and the fans keep showing up. There's some of these places because of the Slipknot tour this year. We hit 3 and 4 times because we're at some of these markets. But at the end of this, our run now, we're headlining some shows like this, which are very special because we get to do our full set and really like take our time and give the fans a full show.
You're going through. You got things to do. You got gloves going on. We're gonna go ref a UFC fight.
We're making a snowman. Yeah. We got important stuff. We're gonna make a snowman right after this interview. So.
All right. Let's go back in time. 1993. That's when Korn kind of hit the scene. Not a part of the band. What were you doing in 1993?
I just got the Jakey Lee gig from Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Jake was a member of Badlands, obviously, and he was on Bark of the Moon, Ultimate Sin, Ozzy Records. At that time, I was a big session guy. I was doing a ton of, original bands in LA. I was doing a lot of playing on someone's record, playing on a movie soundtrack, teaching drum lessons, wherever I could to keep afloat, in the business. So I got the Jakey Lee gig, so I ended up touring, with them at that time.
Did you cross paths with Korn at all?
Never. In fact, I just became a fan really quick when I heard the first, riff of Blind. I went, these guys.
The one that's like blinded by the.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it would change my life forever. And then that was good. I wasn't expecting it. But like.
That's why they pay me the medium bucks, baby.
After you hear that and you're like, okay, because that whole Seattle thing was driving me nuts. I'm a huge fan of Alice in Chains and a lot of bands, but
you're not that sad.
Yeah. I wear things other than flannels every day too. So it was like Korn just kind of like carved their path up through the middle and said, we're not going to sound like anybody, this is what we are. And I had so much respect at that time for them. If you'd have told me 15 years ago be a member of that band, I would have laughed in your face.
Yeah, when they really did like kind of cut through with the sound. I remember at that time, I'm in grade school wearing t-shirts that have hoods sewn on them, listening to Ace of Base.
Right.
Which, and then like kids are going nuts, like they say sex in a song.
Right.
And, but like, going forward though, like I'll say like Ace of Base is like the opposite of Korn at that time.
Yeah.
How has the band, do you think, grown from an outside standpoint, and now you have an inside view of it? How do you think like the sound has grown, and what do you think like today would be like the complete opposite?
Well, I think everything's so focused now. Like everyone says that, you know, about their band, but we really, it's all about the music and the fans and our family. That's all we do. There's no substance abuse to get in the way. Back in the day, from what I heard, they had a problem with that at one time, and now we're just 100% about the music and the fans. So, and it's, I mean, some of these fans.
You guys sound lame.
Yeah.
Super boring.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, we do meth right before we go out.
Oh yeah. Who does?
Yeah.
My pastor at the church did that.
But like, you know, the girl tonight, this is her 47th Korn show. Who goes to see a band? If Zeppelin came back from the dead, if John Bonham arose right now, I wouldn't go see Zeppelin 20 times, let alone freaking, you know.
I don't know, if you get your numbers up there though, I'm siding with her. If she goes 45 shows, you never know which one's gonna be the one that Ray Luzier burst into flames for moving too fast from friction burn.
I'm hoping that's tonight. That would be awesome, because that would be, you know, just to go out on stage like that would be so rad.
Don't say that. No. I'll put you out. No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't ruin.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't ruin the Ford scene future like that. All right. I think I've got only like one more question.
Would you ask me? Did you ask me a question?
Yeah, there's questions.
Oh,
in there.
okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Nothing, man. Nothing. It's snowy outside.
When's the last time you had to wear a tie?
That's a good question. See, now we're getting somewhere. See, this whole
because that one had a question mark at the end.
How did it evolve? That's all like, you know.
Listen, we covered it all. We covered methamphetamines.
Yeah.
We covered bursting into flames.
Yeah, now ties. Well,
Ace of Base was brought up.
I was at my friend's wedding last year, so I think it was a year ago. I wore a tie.
A year?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome. I'm like 97 and I don't have to ever wear a tie when I go to work. Isn't that awesome?
It is pretty sweet. I don't have to do it either.
No.
Yeah, I wear my. It's cold now, but usually I cut these off right below the testes.
Speedo, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Business cash is what they call it.
Oh no, I'm lying. My side band. Here's a great plug for my side band, KXM. I had to wear. We dressed up as secret agents for Obama. So in the video, KXM gunfight, available on YouTube, kids. You can see me in a suit and tie with my hair all slicked back. Yes, I have a 5 head. Some call it a 6 head, but it's okay. I still got the wig.
Just to back up there, Ray Luzier just said President Obama and gunfights in the same sentence.
Yes.
So internet go crazy.
Yeah.
Rearranging whatever you want there.
It's gonna go viral or something.
All right. So what's next with Ray Luzier and Korn?
2 more shows when we go home. Thank God. We've been out for a long time. This is a lot of touring this year.
Long time away from meth dealer, man.
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah. Need to go home and start doing drugs or something, because I never did a drug, so. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't start together?
You ever did a drug? Ever in your life?
What are we counting as drugs?
See.
I was diagnosed with ADD when I was younger.
Right, I can tell that. Well, yeah, no, anything that has a substance appeal that wouldn't be.
Stop the Starbucks on the way.
Caffeine's not a drug.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's the best selling drug in the.
You do like 8 shots of espresso.
Well, I just put it to the vein.
Next time you go to Starbucks, just order 8 shots on ice. That's what I do.
Will they serve me?
Yes.
They cut me off. Can you get cut off at Starbucks?
Nope. 8 shots on ice. Just say that.
Hey, Starbucks!
That's the new Ray Luzier drink.
We're coming for you.
Yeah. Don't plug them. No. I hate corporate stuff. Go to Coffee Bean and Pete's and your local stuff. Don't go to Starbucks. Hate that place.
How do you feel about?
I still spend $20 a day there.
We talked on the phone and we were hanging up. You mentioned something about Spotify.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about Spotify?
I want to. You
want to give them a plug?
Oh yeah. Just take all of our money. Why don't you? Why don't you just take? Wait, let me bend over now. You know what? It's one of those things where I'm very. Here's the thing. My last band, Army of Anyone, that had Stone Temple Pilot guys and Richard from Filter. They were right. This is the first time I saw someone like steal music. They brought a CDR up to me and said, "Ray, would you sign this?" And they're waiting in the rain. I'm like, "Sure, Sonny, come here." And I said, "Wait a minute, that's a blank CD." "Oh yeah, well I ripped this off my friend." I'm like, "You stole our record. You stole, but my record's $9.99. You couldn't afford a $10 bill. We just worked 4.5 months." I lost my shit. This is like 06. This is when it really started just taking place. So my point is,
did you let him have the CD or did you huck it?
I yelled at the guy for like 10 minutes, and it was so bad Robert DeLeo had to like pull me back because I was leaning into the guy like, "It's $10. Like, who bought you those shoes? Did your dad buy it?" You know, I was out of my mind.
Forced him into a Bell's palsy outbreak. seasonal.
My point is, like, you know, it's cool that sites do this and it's instantaneous, but it's like, what is the artist getting out of it? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, with the newer generation, the kids don't really understand that it's taking or stealing. They're like, what?
The entitlement.
I'm at your freaking show, ain't I? I'm like, yeah, but our record's $10. Can't you just go out? I'm one of those old dudes that still does that. I go out and come home Best Buy with like 4 CDs, and my chick yells at me. She's like, really? You know, but it's all about supporting the artist. I'll go out, you know.
Because that goes back.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like we work hard on our records, man. It's not we don't sit in the studio and waste time. It's like you pour your heart and soul and your blood and all this stuff into this recording, and you put it out there. And there's sites like Spotify. I don't blame Taylor for what she did, pulling her stuff. Somebody else just did it recently. Someone huge.
It was me.
Right? Yeah. You pulled your records, right? All 3 of them off of there.
Blinded by the Light. Right, yeah. I took that down.
But you know, whatever. I mean, we're not going to stop it. It's technology. I get it. Whatever. I'm just saying to the fans out there, if you really love your art, the people you support, go buy the freaking record.
How do you learn about this like financial difference? Like, is it coming? Do you get to see statements and you figure this out, or do you have lawyers involved?
There's all kinds of suits involved with this, and it's.
But how long does it take to get up to you to realize, hey, this is something's wrong here?
Well, it's been this way for years now. You know, I mean, it's not really especially in the rock world. You know, rock's never going to die, but the rock sales have dropped off dramatically. But there's people flocking to these shows. You know, we're not going anywhere. It's just a whole thing of you know, someone's got to do something, put a chip in there where you can't duplicate it, or you know what I mean, or contribute. That's why people like look at U2. They just had that big thing with Mac where they said, like, you know, and of course there was money involved. They didn't give their record away. Don't anyone think that for a second. There was definitely giant dollars involved from Apple, but
plus they get the count for each one of those phones.
Totally. Yeah. So there's always some. But my point is, even them, like, look at Radiohead did years ago. We're going to give you our record if you want to pay us for it. Great. You know, some people gave $2, some people gave 10. Some people, you know, I think the average was like $4.80 or something. At the end of the day, whatever. But my point is, huge artists are doing it. So it's like, I don't know. I can bitch about it all I want. I'm really not doing anything.
Well, you might. I mean, if enough people start bitching and moaning, eventually somebody will develop the technology from Mission Impossible, and the CDs that they burn off the computer will explode.
There you go. I'm with you on that.
I think we're onto something.
That'd be rad, dude.
Yeah. We're taking it down.
It's a shame we can never be partners. That's a bummer.
Because of her wicked meth habit. All right, Ray Luzier from Korn.
What's up?
Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks for supporting out there. Buy your freaking record. Buy the Paradigm Shift. Don't steal it, or I'll come get you, or I'll send him after you. Worse yet.